What is up, guys? Welcome to Neek, which stands for Nerd/Geek. And if that applies to you, then I would consider clicking that subscribe button. So, basically the summer of 2019 is basically over. So now it's time to look ahead. So now I thought I'd look ahead for the rest of 2019 and do my most anticipated for fall 2019. Well, just the rest of 2019, which is mostly fall 2019. So I'm going to do my top 5 plus some honorable mentions and something else I'm not excited about and something I'm excited about that isn't a movie. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, something that I'm excited about that is not a movie is Disney Plus that comes out November 12th. And there'll be lots of stuff on the launch. It's kind of hard figuring out everything that was going to be on the launch or something that's coming later. So I don't have any movies from it being on. But there's one series I know that's coming out on the launch, which I'm really excited about, is The Mandalorian, which is the live-action Star Wars show, produced and written by Jon Favreau. And Jon Favreau is great, and I love Star Wars. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. So my honorable mentions, I'm not as excited as the ones in my top 5, but I'm still interested in seeing these movies. And some of my family, well, different members of my family really want to see. So I'll probably might see it with them. So we got Jojo Rabbit, which is movie coming out in October. It's directed by Taika Waititi. It's like an interesting story. It takes place during World War II, and it's and it deals with this kid who has an imaginary best friend, which is an inaccurate version of Hitler, which I'm like, that's weird, but interesting because it's Taika Waititi, so of course it's gonna be weird. So it's like a version where Hitler's actually good and he's his friend, and that's played by Taika Waititi. And then you also got Scarlett Johansson, who plays the boy's mom, and she also you also focus on how she's hiding a Jew in it. So it seems pretty interesting. It's by Taika Waititi, so who's the director of Thor Ragnarok, who I like a lot. So yeah, I'm pretty interested for it, but not as much as the other ones. Also, we got the new Little Women. Now, I'm not the most excited about this personally, but my mom and my sister are big Little Women fans, so I might see it. I might see it with them if they go to see it. Also, Frozen 2. Frozen, it was pretty good. Not as good as some people. I didn't like it as much as some people, but the trailers for the second one have me pretty interested. They're not revealing much. It seems a more darker route. They don't, and it seems like there's this mystery and stuff, and I'm kind of intrigued, but not a ton. And then also, my last honorable mention, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and I haven't actually seen the first one, but I saw the trailer for this. I'm like, that looks pretty interesting. Now I actually want to see the first one, and then if I like it, I might see this one. So yeah, those are my honorable mentions. So let's get started. Coming in at number 5 is Gemini Man, which is an action movie, which I'm a big fan of action movies. I mean, that's kind of one of my genres. Even if it's not the best well-made movie, if it's got some cool action, I'll still enjoy it. I'll recognize that it's not good. I'm like, that wasn't that good, but I still have some enjoyment with it. So of course, an action movie got me interested. It's got Will Smith. It's directed by Ang Lee, and Will Smith has to fight the younger version of himself, which is a pretty cool thing. You get to see the younger version using the de-aging stuff. So the trailers haven't wowed me this looks amazing, but oh yeah, it looks pretty good. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this. Comes out just in a couple months, so yeah. Coming in at number 4 is Ford vs Ferrari. So I like cars, but I'm not super into them. I don't love them. My brother's really into them, but I'm not really into them as much. So when I saw this trailer, it kind of surprised me how interested I was in this movie. So, you got like a great cast. You got Matt Damon, you got Christian Bale, and behind the camera, the director is James Mangold, who directed The Wolverine and Logan. So a great director, and it's just an interesting story about like can afford Vita Ferrari, and you got like car. You're gonna get some like car action on, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this looks pretty interesting. I'm just like pretty excited about this movie. I didn't really even know it was coming out until I saw the trailer like a couple months ago, I guess now. But then, yeah, I've been pretty excited ever since. Coming in at number 3 is Ad Astra. So, this is a movie about an astronaut played by Brad Pitt, who was great, trying to find out like a mystery about his dad, who went on like a mission like years before and got lost, and figures out if he's still alive. And his dad is played by Tommy Lee Jones, and he's trying to figure out what happened, and like figuring out more about it, which seems pretty interesting. And it takes place in space, which space is pretty cool. So yeah, and then you also got some other things, like you have Liv Tyler in here, which, you know, I'm like Liv Tyler, and it just seems, the trailers just seemed pretty really interesting. So yeah, I'm probably gonna check that out. That comes out in September. So yeah, that's why it's at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is Jumanji: The Next Level, and I feel like Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle was just like a great blockbuster. Like, it's got what you want from the blockbuster, and I think it worked as that. You got the great cast, you got the action, you got the humor, and so I just had a fun time watching it. And for this one, I didn't feel like when Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle ended, I'm like, it didn't end so you could easily have a sequel, probably because they didn't expect it to do that well. But then it went really well, so we're like, oh, we gotta make a sequel. And then, so that excited me, I'm like, oh yeah, a sequel would be great. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, okay. So, I felt like one thing they did is they chose the kids, like, the teenager people fit really well as the video game characters. They all, like, seemed to match up, and I feel like they played each other. They seemed like they were the same character, but in this one, they're changing it up. So, Karen Gillan's character is still the same, but everyone else is a different person. So Dwayne Johnson is now the old Spencer's, like, is Spencer's grandpa, but Danny DeVito. And then you got Kevin Hart is the other old guy, and then Jack Black is now the dude who was in Kevin Hart, named Fridge. Yeah, it's hard to remember these names because I don't really remember their names, but you know what I'm saying. So like now they're, so now we don't have Spencer or whatever her face is, the other girl, but and like people are different things. I'm like, how is this gonna work? And one thing is, in the trailer, like, they seem to be doing some of the same stuff, just different. It's like when you make a sequel, I want them to change up stuff. It seems like they're doing kind of like a Home Alone 2 thing, where it's literally the same like template thing. They just change a little bit of stuff, like make it in a different place. But even lots of this is in the same place because they go to the game. It's like the same game. It's not like it's just a new level, the next level. And like you see the part where they're like come into their bodies at the beginning. You see where they're looking at their strengths and weaknesses, and like this is all in the first one. So are we just gonna like, is it just gonna be basically a remake of the first one, except with the characters and different characters in the different bodies? So I don't know. Still pretty excited about this. Probably gonna go see it, but not as excited as I was even before I saw the trailer. I was more excited about it than when I did see the trailer. And coming in at number 1, there's this, all the other movies here I'm like pretty excited about. Yeah, I want to see that. But then this movie I am extremely anticipated, and it is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Now I was gonna do like a trick thing and say it's cats. I actually did come up with that idea, and then this other YouTuber who was watching did like the same video idea, where he did his the ones he's most excited about for like the fall 2019, and his number one was Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, and he did the thing where he said cats originally, and I promised like I actually was gonna do this before him, but I didn't want to seem like a copy. That's why I didn't do it. So I'm just gonna say Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is definitely my favorite, and I'm not excited for cats at all. So Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, I am extremely anticipated for this. I've been waiting for this movie for a long time. Ever since I saw The Last Jedi, I'm like, okay, J.J. Abrams is coming back. He can fix it. He can fix it. Because I love I'm a big Star Wars fan. I haven't actually talked Star Wars on my channel really that much, but I am a big Star Wars fan. Big fan of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Love that movie. And then Last Jedi, I'm like, I don't hate it as much as some people, but I'm definitely not on the side that loves it. I'm kind of like, you know, I like part of it, but I don't really like some of the stuff Rian Johnson chose to do. So now I'm like, JJ is coming back, and so I'm like, hopefully he can come and fix this and make this the big epic conclusion to not only this trilogy but also to all of the Skywalker saga. And the first trailer was pretty good. Like, that's kind of like the thing they can do with like big things like this, like a Star Wars trailer or a Marvel trailer. Like, they know people are already excited that they don't even have to reveal like anything in the trailer, and people will still get pumped from it. So we didn't get like a lot from the trailer. We got, of course, until the big reveal. So we got like some moments, some like cool moments, some cool shots, and then we got Lando Calrissian is coming back, which is great because Luke and Han are not there anymore. Well, Luke talked in it, so I don't know if he's coming back. And then Leia, even though Carrie Fisher's dead, they're gonna use like deleted scenes and like unused footage from The Force Awakens and Last Jedi. Like, they had some like scenes where they filmed there. So I don't know how that's gonna work into the main plot. I hope they only chose to do it because they found an easy way to insert it. I hope they don't try to like, I hope it doesn't make it like not work as a story. Like, they just implant this, try to, but it doesn't fully work. I'm hoping that that's not what it is, except yeah, I'm just really excited about this movie. And of course, you got the big reveal at the end of the trailer with Darth Sidious is coming back, and I did not expect that at all, and I don't really know how I feel about it. I'm like, oh, Darth Sidious is coming back. The first time I saw it, like, what? And then after I thought about it, I'm like, do I really want him to come back? And I don't know if I do. I guess I'll just need to see the movie to come out, which still comes out not till like December. Oh, December, it cannot come soon enough. But anyway, I'm super excited for this movie, and that's why it comes in at number 1. So that is my most anticipated for the rest of 2019. Tell me, comment down below, what movies are you most excited about for the rest of 2019? Please like and subscribe, and keep watching Neek.